argument because we have to watch this matchup.
All right. I'm red with anger. You are blue as can be. But we're going to settle these differences and yet let it mellow yellow as we go into game 1, which will be the Gen 1 Pokemon.
Again, though, bring back light in this matchup. It's WaDi on Mewtwo. Haven't really seen any sort of Mewtwo's in competitive play. I haven't seen WaDi play Mewtwo too, but let's see how well he deals with Jigglypuff, especially with him having such a gigantic hurt box too. It's working wonders so far.
Yeah, we see how the shield pressure that Hungrybox brings out too. Like, it's really, really powerful.
Yeah, you already see WaDi already taking the first stock immediately from Hungrybox. Both pretty light, but unfortunately missing the down aerial into the rest. Using down smash to get the most damage out of his smashes.
Yeah, 28%. Pretty good stuff to get yourself there. And I love the neutral airs coming from WaDi because that just has such a weird active hitbox. Yeah, it's really hard to deal with if you're if you don't have those extended hitbox as Jigglypuffs can't always throw out.
Also respect WaDi for just sitting there holding shield too. Also getting another back air already, man. I think you mentioned that Hungrybox has, out of all the sets, he's been 2-1-ing all of them. It's looking like it might be the same thing coming in this set, that he might just lose his first match against WaDi. And maybe it's a little bit on his nerves, maybe it's a little bit of the way he wants to play, the way he's playing so far today. But it's definitely costing him because it's just 3 stocks in 1, man.
Yeah. I cannot understand. Again, WaDi has just like this weird sixth sense of knowing the game to a T, and he could pick up a character like Mewtwo, who is not regarded highly in the slightest, and just start dominating. I mean, I know Jiggs isn't that great either, but Hungrybox is a titan.
This tail is doing so much amount of disjoints, but that up smash and the lingering hitbox, unfortunately, hurts Hungrybox.
Hungrybox was looking a little lost, not gonna lie. Like, Hungrybox was a little lost.
Let's be honest. Like, we have to, if we were to ask Hungrybox, right, and be like, yo, how many matches do you know how to play against Mewtwo? How many good Mewtwo's have you played against? Pretty sure his answer is gonna be like in the single digits, maybe 1, 2, maybe even 0. And WaDi's the one who he's making top 8, probably making top 8 in this Mewtwo already.
I'm interested to see what HBox does to try to adjust accordingly. Because, again, yeah, as you said, and as I said earlier, Hungrybox has gone through just constant 2-1s in bracket to, like, just slip by, to scrape by these sets. But WaDi just ran train on him in that game 1. That did not look close. That looked like WaDi was ready to go.
I will say, though, Hungrybox is probably one of the best competitors at coming back. Also, one of the best competitors of just, being... There's a reason why he's called Clutchbox. He could look to clutch it out in this game. We'll have to wait and see which Hungrybox we're going to be seeing. However, in that last match, though, Rain, the tail was a big thing. And the tail and that neutral aerial were 2 good options that answered a lot of what Hungrybox wanted to do. So if Hungrybox wants to adapt, he definitely has to find different options to work around the hurt boxes of Mewtwo. Yeah,
interesting hitbox sort of thing. It looks like HBox is currently looking up stage counters for Mewtwo. As to give you guys just an inside scoop, he is looking for stage counters.
I mean,
mid-set coaching himself, I guess. It's the Wild West. Go for it, I guess. I mean, hey, your thing.
There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You have like a little bit of time to just do a quick little breather and whatnot. So we'll just have to see what Hungrybox wants to go for.
PS2.
Okay.
I mean, hey, if you're going to Pokemon, might as well have a Pokemon stage.
That's true. That's true. I appreciate the lore that we have going on right now.
Yeah, visual consistency. You love to have it.
Yep.
And so WaDi just made quick work and cleaned up Hungrybox game 1. I really want to see how he comes back. Because, again, top player Melee versus the top 20 PGR of this game. Can fresh blood be spilt as HBox tries to claim another Smash game?
I will say, though, I think Hungrybox just needs to be a little bit more patient in the way he approaches. You see him going a lot for these gigantic, rush downs and just pressuring up in his face. But, WaDi ain't having none of it. Even though his hurt box is a little bit big, WaDi is definitely punishing a lot of the whiffs where Hungrybox is going for, especially going for that neutral aerial and everything else. So let's see how Hungrybox is adapting. It's not looking too good as he's taking a lot of tails to the face.
Yeah, looking pretty rough already. 73%, kind of a lot for a Jigglypuff, so you gotta be careful. And I love the confusions as well that WaDi just sprinkles in there. Like, again, it kind of throws off HBox if it's in the air. It pulls him out of shield if he's on the ground. Just keeps mixing it up, keeps putting Hungrybox on the defensive. And so far, so good for WaDi. I mean, man knows. And the air spike off the top That is one dead puffball. My goodness.
Yeah, the homie WaDi just called him out on a short hop. But edge guard situation for Jigglypuff is always good. Teleport, unfortunately, not going to get beat out by that down aerial. Like what Hungrybox was trying to go for, but unfortunately not going to find any sort of option as WaDi looking to see if he can close this game really fast. Oh no! He's not going to die, but...
Oh, actually,
okay.
that's
Well,
actually...
you know what?
That's one of my problems with Puff is that her wake-up timer is so visually weird, and that was a parry to punish right there. My goodness.
Yeah,
And yeah,
I like that. Yeah.
Jigglypuff wakes up and can move in no time at all, and it's so hard to be able to distinguish that because WaDi just missed 2 rest punishes back to back.
Yeah, definitely unfortunate. As Hungrybox now has a good amount of momentum, and that's where I'm a little bit worried if WaDi can actually hold down the Clutchbox. He's one of the tougher people to play against, knowing that he just wants to mix up the way he wants to approach, change the way he wants to try and fight you, and also just answering a lot of the options and tendencies that you're going for. But Hungrybox still hasn't found a good answer against the tail.
Yeah, no, and WaDi isn't really a player to get phased. He is very cool under pressure. And we can see that right now. His game plan isn't exactly changing all that much, and he's still winning. WaDi is still doing great work right now versus HBox and just not getting affected by it.
Unfortunately, missing the confusion into the Shadow Slash. Speaking of Shadow Slash, he gets it again.
Shadow Claw, quick work of HBox second stock. And this could be it for HBox if he's not figuring out a way. I mean, just quick Shadow Ball, the dash attack. I mean, quick 40%, and that's still a decent chunk on a very light character stock.
Just paying attention to how Hungrybox wants to move around this match now. I definitely like the patience of him going for some of these short hops here. They can't do too much. WaDi has called him out on some of those options, especially with that neutral air covering any sort of short hops coming in.
I love that tech away. Yeah, beautiful tech away. HBox almost dies off the top, 103% now. This is kind of the last legs for HBox. Needs a miracle to come back right now before WaDi just cleans it up.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
You know what? I respect Hungrybox for... You know what? I respect that, though. At the end of the day, I respect Hungrybox for trying to go for a Hail Mary. Sometimes that downward aerial into the rest isn't a true confirm, and that's where sometimes it kind of bites you in the back. Doesn't get it, but still, Hungrybox still has a chance to get to top 8 on the loser side. But congrats to WaDi, man. That Mewtwo is looking kind of good.